The Amazon rainforest, often called the Earth's green lungs, has been helping our planet by producing oxygen and supporting life for more than 50 million years. It is the largest rainforest in the world and also the most diverse place for plants and animals. Millions of different species live there, and many of them cannot be found anywhere else on Earth. The Amazon rainforest works like a natural system that absorbs carbon dioxide from the air every year, helping slow down climate change by storing gases that would otherwise warm the planet. Inside its thick forests, every plant and animal has an important role, creating a complex and connected environment that shows how diverse life on Earth can be. However, this valuable ecosystem is under serious threat from deforestation, mining, farming, and illegal activities. Because of this, it is very important to learn more about the Amazon and find ways to protect its forests, plants, and wildlife so future generations can benefit from it. The Amazon rainforest is one of the most diverse places on Earth and is home to almost 10% of all known species. It also contains many important medicinal plants. Indigenous people have used these plants for hundreds of years to treat different illnesses, and even today more than 25% of modern medicines come from rainforest plants. Huge trees grow close together and form a thick canopy, which blocks much of the sunlight and makes the forest floor very dark in many areas. Rainwater slowly moves through layers of leaves and branches before reaching the ground. Interestingly, the forest also creates about 75% of its own rain through a natural process. Trees in the Amazon release water vapor from their leaves through a process called transpiration. This moisture rises into the air, cools down, and then falls back as rain, creating an important natural water cycle that keeps the forest alive and healthy. One of the amazing natural sights connected to this environment is Callithrix Falls, a powerful single-drop waterfall that falls about 741 feet from a sandstone plateau in Guyana. It flows along the Potaro River and, according to local indigenous stories, was named after a chief called Kai who sacrificed himself to save his people. The Amazon is also home to the jaguar, the top predator of the rainforest. This strong and fearless big cat, covered in dark spots, is perfectly adapted to its surroundings. Jaguars usually hunt alone and are most active during dawn and dusk when the forest is quiet. Unlike many other big cats, they love water and are excellent swimmers, often using rivers and lakes for hunting, drinking, and even playing. Jaguars usually live about 12 to 15 years in the wild, where their lives are difficult because they must fight for territory, hunt for food, and face dangers like deforestation and poaching. In zoos, however, they are protected and receive medical care, so they can live longer, often up to 20 years or more high up in the trees. Sloths live a very slow and calm life. They spend most of their time hanging from branches and come down to the ground only once a week to go to the bathroom. Their long arms and curved claws help them hang upside down, and they can eat, sleep, and even give birth in this position. Their fur often grows algae, which helps them blend in with the leaves and stay safe from predators. Sloths mainly eat leaves, and sometimes fruit and flowers, but their digestion is extremely slow. It can take a whole month to digest one meal. Because of their low-energy diet, they move very slowly and only when necessary. Habitat fragmentation is one of the biggest problems for sloths because their forest homes are becoming smaller, making it harder for them to survive and live peacefully. Even though they stay high in the trees, they can still become prey for the powerful harpy eagle. With its large wingspan and sharp eyesight, the harpy eagle is one of the strongest hunters in the rainforest. These birds reproduce slowly, usually raising only one chick every 2 to 3 years, and the young depend on their parents for many months, which makes the species naturally rare. Below the treetops, the forest echoes with the loud calls of howler monkeys, whose voices are among the loudest of any land animal and can be heard from miles away. These monkeys come in different fur colors, from black and red to brown and golden shades that help them blend into the forest. Their long tails work like an extra limb, helping them move easily through trees. They live in social groups with clear hierarchies that affect food sharing and mating, adding bright color to the rainforest. Toucans stand out with their large, colorful beaks. These birds use their long bills to reach fruit on distant branches, helping them access food that other animals cannot easily reach. Their beaks display beautiful colors like yellow, orange, red, green, and blue, and also serve important purposes beyond appearance. Toucans use their large, colorful beaks not only for eating but also to communicate with each other and choose mates. Their beaks also help regulate body temperature in the hot and humid rainforest. Their feathers are mostly black with bright colors like white, red, yellow, and blue, which help them blend in with the colorful fruits and flowers around them while still making them easy to recognize. These birds usually live in small groups, which helps protect them from predators. By staying together, they can communicate through calls and share information about where to find food. Their survival in the challenging rainforest depends greatly on this social lifestyle. As toucans move gracefully from branch to branch searching for fruit, they also help plants grow and spread seeds. One important plant growing under the thick forest canopy, where little sunlight reaches, is the cacao tree, the natural source of chocolate. The cacao tree is a medium-sized tree that can grow up to about 25 feet tall, which helps it survive under the shade of much taller trees in the rainforest. Its fruits, called cacao pods, grow directly from the trunk and look like large, long melons. They can be yellow, orange, or deep purple in color. Each pod contains about 20 to 60 seeds surrounded by sweet pulp. Many animals eat the sweet pulp but leave the bitter seeds behind, which then grow into new plants and help renew the forest. According to author and archaeologist Cameron L. McNeil, cacao beans were once so valuable that in ancient Mesoamerica people even used them as money, sometimes valuing them more than gold or silver. Deep in the dark forest, the South American tapir moves quietly through its large territory while searching for food and mates. These animals are shy, mostly active at night, and usually live alone, which makes them hard to see in the wild. Even though they have heavy bodies and short legs, tapirs are excellent swimmers and often go into water to escape predators or cool off. In their calm and unnoticed way, they play an important role in keeping the rainforest ecosystem balanced. High above in the treetops, small and energetic marmosets jump quickly from branch to branch. These tiny primates are easy to recognize because of their tufted ears and expressive faces. Different species live across the Amazon, each adapted to its environment. Marmosets live in family groups led by a dominant breeding pair, and usually only the main female gives birth, often to twins. All members of the group help care for the young, which improves their chances of survival. They communicate with different calls while searching for fruits, insects, and tree sap, and they help the forest by spreading seeds and supporting plant growth. Closer to the forest floor, bright heliconia plants stand out with their unique, colorful flowers, often called lobster claws. These plants grow well in warm, moist conditions under the canopy. Their large leaves create a green background that highlights flowers in shades of red, yellow, and orange. Hummingbirds are especially attracted to these nectar-rich flowers, using their long beaks to reach the sweet nectar inside. When the leaves and flowers fall and decompose, they enrich the soil and help continue the cycle of life in the rainforest. Nearby, a powerful hunter moves silently through its territory, the cougar, also known as the mountain lion. With strong legs and a muscular body, this stealthy predator is built for hunting and can take down animals much larger than itself. This cougar has a smooth, tan coat that helps it blend perfectly into the forest. As a solitary hunter, it is a master of stealth, quietly stalking prey using its sharp eyesight and keen hearing. Cougars are very territorial, leaving scratch marks on trees, urine, and feces to mark their space and warn other cougars. They are secretive and usually avoid humans, which makes them mysterious, but their presence is a powerful reminder of the wild that exists even near urban areas. High above, macaws dominate the treetops. These large and intelligent parrots are among the most colorful birds in the rainforest. There are about 18 species, each with unique colors, from the red and yellow scarlet macaw to the bright blue hyacinth macaw. Their feathers not only help them attract mates but also camouflage them among the dense forest leaves. Interestingly, macaws are very loyal to their partners. Once they find a mate, they form strong, long-term bonds, which is unusual among animals. Owl butterflies are famous for the large eye-like patterns on their wings, which can scare or confuse predators. Even more amazing is their hearing. They have tiny organs at the base of their wings that can detect sounds up to 20,000 Hz, far beyond what humans can hear. Spectacled owls, one of the largest owl species in the Amazon, have sharp eyes and play an important role in controlling rodents and other small animals. By keeping these populations in check, they help maintain the health and balance of the forest. The Amazon River is more than just a river, it's a massive, living ecosystem that influences the global climate. It releases huge amounts of water into the Atlantic Ocean, affecting ocean currents, weather patterns, and even global temperatures. Between 65 and 145 million years ago, the river actually flowed in the opposite direction, westward, because the land near the Atlantic was higher. When the Andes Mountains rose in the west, they reshaped the terrain, forcing the river to carve a new path eastward toward the Atlantic, creating the Amazon River system we know today. Rujabali capybaras are the world's largest rodents and thrive in semi-aquatic environments. They have stocky, reddish-brown bodies with small ears and eyes. Herbivores by nature, they eat aquatic plants, grasses, and fruits, sometimes consuming up to 89 different plant species. Their unique digestive system allows them to get the most nutrients from fibrous plants, and they even practice coprophagy, eating their own feces to absorb extra nutrients. Capybaras are excellent swimmers, able to hold their breath for up to 5 minutes, and often enter water to escape predators or search for food. They are peaceful animals and can live alongside birds, turtles, and even snakes, which makes them popular as pets, though they have specific care needs. Poison dart frogs are tiny but highly toxic amphibians. Measuring only 0.6 to 2 inches, their bright colors warn predators of their poisonous skin, a strategy called aposematic coloration. Some species, like the golden poison dart frog, have enough poison to kill thousands of mice or several humans. These frogs lay their eggs on leaves away from water, and as tadpoles grow, they begin producing toxins. Interestingly, poison dart frogs raised in captivity are less toxic because their diet in the wild provides the chemicals for their poison. Malachite butterflies, with their green and black wings, feed on nectar while their caterpillars eat pond apple leaves. Unlike most butterflies, malachites can live for several months, allowing multiple reproductive cycles. Scarlet ibises, social birds of swamps and mudflats, feed on crustaceans, insects, mollusks, and small fish. Their carotenoid-rich diet turns their feathers bright red. They are ancient birds, with fossils showing they have existed for 60 million years. Eyelash vipers are snakes with unique scales above their eyes that resemble eyelashes, helping them blend into foliage. They are patient hunters, striking quickly to inject venom that incapacitates prey like rodents, frogs, and birds. Giant water lilies, Victoria amazonica, grow in rivers and ponds, with leaves up to 10 feet across that can hold up to 176 pounds. Thanks to a strong ribbed underside, the blue morpho butterfly has brilliant blue wings that attract mates and scare predators, but the underside is brown for camouflage. They eat nectar, tree sap, rotting fruit juices, and even nutrient-rich mud. The pirarucu, Arapagigas, is one of the largest freshwater fish, reaching 15 feet long and 440 pounds. It can breathe air using a lung-like swim bladder, helping it survive in low-oxygen waters. Giant otters, up to 6 feet long and 75 pounds, are the largest members of the weasel family. They live in family groups of up to 20, building dens along riverbanks with good fishing spots. They have webbed feet, water-resistant fur, and muscular tails for fast swimming. They eat mainly fish, consuming up to 9 pounds per day, and fiercely protect their territory from intruders. Giant otters rely heavily on fish, which sometimes leads to conflicts with local fishermen. They can get caught in nets or be harmed by people who see them as competition. Side-necked turtles are unusual reptiles that tuck their heads sideways under their shells instead of pulling them straight back. This unique behavior helps protect them from predators. They mostly eat insects and small invertebrates but will also eat fish and plants. Their distinctive look and behavior make them a popular sight for ecotourists. Green anacondas, the heaviest snakes in the world, live in the rivers and swamps of the Amazon and Orinoco basins. They can grow up to 30 feet long and weigh over 550 pounds. Semi-aquatic, anacondas have eyes and nostrils on top of their heads so they can stay mostly underwater while seeing and breathing. They are excellent swimmers, moving through water at speeds up to 10 miles per hour. Unlike venomous snakes, anacondas kill by constriction, wrapping around their prey to suffocate it. King vultures are large scavenger birds that help keep the ecosystem healthy. They spot carcasses from high above using sharp eyesight rather than smell. With their strong hooked beaks, they can tear into tough hides that smaller scavengers cannot, recycling nutrients and preventing disease spread. Despite their size, they are peaceful, feeding only on dead animals. Glass frogs are remarkable for their nearly transparent skin, allowing a clear view of their internal organs, including the heart. They can move most of their red blood cells to the liver, increasing transparency by up to 60% and helping them hide from predators. Like reflecting crystals on their bodies further improve camouflage, making them masters of disguise. Amazonian manatees live in the freshwater rivers of the Amazon basin, grazing up to 7 hours a day and consuming 10 to 15% of their body weight in plants. Larger individuals can eat over 200 pounds of vegetation daily. Manatees continually grow new teeth at the back of their mouths, replacing worn ones, which is necessary because their plant-heavy diet often includes grit and sanded black caimans or stealthy water predators with dark scales that help them blend in. They feed on fish, birds, and large mammals like capybaras and deer, and occasionally even other predators, including jaguars. While capable of hunting on land, they mostly ambush prey in the water using their excellent swimming skills and stealth. Red-bellied piranhas are another famous predator in the Amazon, known for their sharp teeth and feeding in schools, which makes them highly efficient hunters.